Let's get to reacting. Wait for it. Hafa day, guys, and I'm back with another reaction video. And this reaction video is top 10 lies or top 10 shocking lies spread about Michael Jackson. And this video is from River. I almost thought there was a bug on my pillow. But yes, this video is from River Gibbs. And this video has been requested by J Blue. So hopefully, and this video is just dedicated to all the MJ haters who still believe the lies that the media has spread about him. So let's get started. Oh, and there might be a lot of pausing in this video. Just a warning.
Hola, Moon Markers, it's River Gibbs, and welcome back to another Top 10 MJ video. In today's list, we'll be covering the top misconceptions about Michael Jackson that were perpetuated by the tabloid press and just aren't factually true. So let's begin. Lie number 10. He slept in an anti-aging oxygen.
Okay, first one. Michael Jackson sleeping in an anti-aging oxygen chamber. I just want to say, or I just want to ask, how would that work? Like, is there a special serum used in this anti-aging chamber? Because from what I know, this chamber is actually meant for burned victims who have been severely burned throughout their body. Okay, and as we all know, severely burned, individuals, they have to be isolated in a room that is very sterile because they have a higher risk of infection. And this chamber is just actually meant to keep them in a sterile environment. I'm gonna try and not get triggered, okay?
Chamber. In 1986, a photograph of Michael Jackson seemingly sleeping inside of a glass chamber circulated throughout tabloids all over the world. Naturally, rumors went wild. Tabloids accused him of everything from not wanting to grow old to being severely ill. These rumors persisted throughout the early 90s, prompting MJ to address the issue in an interview with Oprah in 1993.
I've been all over the house upstairs when you weren't looking for that oxygen chamber. That story is so crazy. I mean, it's one of those tabloid things. We built this place called the Michael Jackson Burn Center. And that's a piece of technology that's used for burn victims, right? So I'm looking at the piece of technology, I'm touching it, feeling it, decide to just go inside of it, just to hammer around. Somebody takes a picture. When they process the picture, the person who processes the picture say, oh, Michael Jackson, he made a copy. These pictures went all over the world with this lie attached to it. It's a complete lie. Why do people buy these papers and it's not the truth?
Even when using his fortune to help people, it seemed MJ was unable to escape ridicule. Lie number 9. His marriage was a publicity stunt. On May 26, 1994, the marriage of Michael Jackson to Lisa Marie Presley shocked the world and left the public in disbelief. The most famous pop star in the world marrying the daughter of Elvis, the most famous rock star in the world, just seemed too good to be true. The public events, kissing, and other viral behavior didn't help public opinion that the marriage was a publicity play. And the divorce after 2 years didn't either. On August 20th, 1996, the couple split, solidifying the opinion that the marriage was in fact a sham. Shockingly, following the death of Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie set the record straight, insisting that the marriage was genuine.
I honestly can tell you that it was every sense a normal marriage, and everything was spoken. And in the middle of the night, if he needed to wake up and bounce something off me and wake me up and want to talk, or if there was trouble, it was a very profound time in my life. So it wasn't anything. It was real as far as that goes.
Lie number 8, he was anti-gay. Michael Jackson's conservative and religious upbringing as a Jehovah's Witness still causes many of his more conservative fans to believe he didn't support gay people, among other conservative views. Although Michael Jackson stayed far away from politics during his life, he made it clear in his music and in interviews that he loves all...
Okay. I had a religious upbringing myself. My dad is a devout Catholic. He is. And my dad never once told me if a person is gay, bisexual, or transgender that they are bad people. He never told me that. Me and my family are very accepting of people. We are very open-minded people. Just because we're devout Catholics does not mean that we are not open-minded to people. Because we are very open-minded people. You know, we are also very accepting.
People, regardless of their race, gender, creed, sexual orientation, etc. In a 2006 deposition, MJ awkwardly explained why he fired an employee who was previously involved in gay porn production.
What did you see on the screen that you didn't believe?
He was directing 2 guys. They were completely naked from head to toe, and he was directing, telling one what to do with the other, and he grabbed their penis or something.
When the interviewer suggested that MJ fired the employee for being gay, MJ fought back.
Did it shock you that it was a gay-themed show?
No. Don't try to make a mess of this. Come on.
And it shocked you?
Well, because I was surprised that he was in that business, which he never told me.
Clearly, MJ's problem was working with a porn director, not someone who was gay. Many of his colleagues and people he worked with throughout his career, including his tour co-creator Kenny Ortega, are open, loud, and proud. Lie number 7, he lost his ability to dance. On June 25th, 2009, Michael Jackson died while preparing for what would be a series of comeback concerts to the stage.
That makes me
Shortly
laugh.
after his death,
Michael Jackson lost his
behind-the-scenes rehearsal
ability
footage was
to
compiled
dance?
into a movie called This Is It. Although the footage showed he could clearly
You
still dance better than
wish.
anyone else, he definitely wasn't dancing on the same level as his 80s and 90s concerts. This led to speculation that at 50 years old, he had lost much of his ability to perform. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Anyone who knows Michael Jackson knows he always rehearsed down-tempo, even during his prime. It was his way of conserving energy before the real shows.
Exactly.
Rehearsal footage from the 80s and 90s looks no different than his rehearsals before his death. Lie number 6, he's still alive. As with...
Okay. Yes. Just sometimes I kind of wrap my head around that. You know, he is gone. But I do know that he unfortunately left us just like all the others. You know, and it really is so sad that a lot of these people have to leave us so early. You know what I mean? It's really unfortunate. But yes, you know, sometimes... like, I wish this was just a nightmare and Michael Jackson really was still here. But yes, I have came into reality knowing for the fact that MJ unfortunately left us.
Elvis, Tupac, and basically any famous person ever, rumors still continue that Michael Jackson is alive. No matter how much time passes, no matter how old the star gets, and no matter how ridiculous the claims become, there is still a large section of MJ fans who can't seem to cope with the reality of his death. Lie number 5, he was naive.
No, he was
Due to his
not.
many run-ins with the media and his inability to escape those run-ins due to his continued wardrobe eccentricities and other stunts, many people believed Michael Jackson was naive of the negative attention he brought to himself. However,
No.
close colleagues who
He
worked
knew.
with MJ have attested otherwise, saying he was actually a very staunch and calculated businessman. Michael Jackson's fortune was no accident. He clearly knew how to sell records and keep people wondering what he'd do next.
Of
His
course,
song
because
Black
he
or
learned
White
from the
came out at a
best.
perfect time when people were wondering whether he was black or white. MJ's personal designer, Michael Bush, talks about how much thought MJ put into things even as small as the tape on his fingers. According to Bush, MJ stopped him from putting tape on all of his fingers because he wanted to create mystery. He quoted MJ as saying, "We want to make them think, why those fingers?"
Yes, I did think that
Lie
when I
number
was
4,
young.
he was an irresponsible father.
Michael Jackson being an irresponsible father? No, sir. No, ma'am. Yes, I understand when Michael Jackson did do what he did with Blanket. I can understand how the public can see that as being irresponsible. But Michael Jackson always protected his children. And if that meant them using masks or veils, then he was going to do it. And he did do it. He didn't do it just because, oh yeah, I'm just going to do it. No, he did it because he knows how the media is. He knows that the media will scrutinize his children. He knows this because he went through it, and he does not want his own children to go through what he went through.
In 2002, Michael Jackson held his child over a balcony ledge of a Berlin hotel. This caused a media and tabloid firestorm, claiming MJ was endangering his children. Outraged at the press, Michael put them on blast.
It was totally ignorant. I would never do that to my children or any child. Try to kill them? Come on, stupid. And why would I put a scarf over the baby's face if I was trying to throw him off the balcony? We were waiting to thousands of fans down below, and they were chanting they wanted to see my child. So I was kind enough to let them see. I was doing something out of innocence.
Those who worked around MJ attest that he was a wonderful and loving father to his 3 children. Lie number 3, he didn't like being black.
Michael Jackson didn't like being black. That's funny. That's so funny, okay? Now I understand when Michael Jackson did get the disorder vitiligo, it wasn't a heard of condition back in the, I believe, 70s to the 80s. It wasn't a heard medical, disorder. And what vitiligo does is it destroys the person's pigment of their skin. It destroys the pigmentation of a person's skin. So all of you MJ haters need to go to Google or whatever search engine or search website, look up vitiligo, okay? And then once you've done that, read every word of every letter of every sentence of every paragraph and get that into your head. Vitiligo is a very, very real skin disorder. It's very real. Look it up.
Michael Jackson's change in skin color is no doubt one of the greatest controversies of his life. Many thought he was bleaching his skin because he didn't like being black or because he thought it would attract more attention to himself. In his 1993 interview, he addressed these claims, explaining that he had a rare skin condition called vitiligo. Vitiligo affects a small percentage.
Proof. Look at this beautiful woman. Okay? Look at her. She's beautiful. Whether she did have vitiligo or did not. She is still beautiful. And look at it. Look. The disorder of vitiligo is destroying the pigment of her skin. Like I said, look up vitiligo. Okay? on the internet, read every word, every letter, down from the T's to the I's, the periods, the exclamation point, the question marks. Look it up, read it, and get it into your noggin.
Of the world. It destroys the pigment of the skin, causing the person to look almost completely snow white. While
Did
MJ
you get it yet?
did use
Or not
skin
yet?
bleach, it wasn't because he wanted to be white. Bleaching the skin is a common treatment for vitiligo patients in order for their body to have one consistent color instead of having patches. Lie number 2. He had a lot of plastic surgery.
Okay, let me just talk in general. Just in general. This is not towards Michael. No. If somebody, okay, anybody, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't have to be Michael Jackson. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. It doesn't matter who. If a person wants to go through a bit change, or they want to change just a little bit about themselves, right? Like I said, it doesn't have to be Michael Jackson or a celebrity. It can just be, it's just a person in general. Let's just say in general. If a person wants something done to their face or their body, it is none of your business. Okay?
Okay, I'd be lying if I said MJ didn't have plastic surgery. That's obvious. However, it isn't as much as people make it out to be. Michael Jackson's skin changed due to vitiligo, which is a large contributor to what is seemingly a massive appearance change. He also greatly changed the style of his hair and began using makeup, grooming his eyebrows, etc. If you account for skin color, as in this photo, the Michael Jackson of 1986 looks very similar to the Michael Jackson of 2002, which is the period of time most people say he went too far in. Michael only ever admitted to having a nose job and a dimple inserted into his chin.
Hold on,
Other
my
than those
baby
two
wants
obvious
to
surgeries, I don't see any
set
other
the
signs
record
of
straight
having
too.
more. Lie
Go,
number 1.
Pixie,
He was
set
a
the record
pedophile.
straight.
This lie is one that damaged him.
Okay, this is one of the lies that really gets me triggered. Michael Jackson was a pedophile. No, he was not. No. There's this one website that I saw where it's dedicated to vindicating Michael Jackson. And there's this one page on this website where a criminal psychologist, if I believe that is her work title, said that sexual offenders blend into society. Okay, they blend in. They are what you call the model citizens. Are you getting me? These are the ones who follow society's own rules. So, if you were to compare a regular person to somebody like Michael Jackson, who is always in the spotlight. Oh wait, let me change that. Michael Jackson, always in the spotlight, right? No matter where he goes, no matter what he tries to do, he stands out. Am I correct? Am I? Are you on the same page as me? A sexual offender, okay? Okay. Blends in. And this doctor even said it herself, that she cannot tell who is a sexual offender and who is not a sexual offender. Because she says that people, okay, who do bad things look normal. What? They look normal. Like what? Yeah, they look normal. Okay? They look normal. And they are not in the spotlight. What? They're not in the spotlight? No, they're not in the spotlight. Not like Michael. Michael is always in the spotlight. Michael Jackson can just step out of his house. And already there's paparazzi. Already there's cameras. What? There's always cameras on Michael Jackson? Yes. There is always cameras on Michael Jackson. But for someone who is just being an average person, okay, not making waves, of course, having some social media, you know, outlets and stuff like that. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever? Who doesn't? Tell me, who does not have that? Maybe some people deleted their Facebook, their Instagram, just because they find it too troublesome, maybe, right? But, if a doctor, a criminal psychologist cannot tell who or how a sexual offender looks like. Because shoot, I don't even know how a sexual offender, an abuser looks like. I don't know how they look like. But there's this one thing though. One thing. Okay. Just a little food for thought. Just a little food for thought. Okay, wait. And I will pop it right here. Right here. I will pop it up right here. Okay. Toxic people, okay? Toxic people project their own character defects onto their victims. Period. They do this by accusing the victim of the actions or of the exact actions they themselves do but deny. You getting me? Okay, here's another one then, just in case you didn't get me. Never try to destroy someone's life with a lie. L-I-E, lie. When yours could be destroyed by the truth. Truth. T-U or I'm so triggered. T-R-U-T-H. Truth. And here's another one, just in case you didn't get it yet. When you point your finger at someone, look where the other fingers point. Case closed. But yes, this doctor said it herself that she does not know how a sexual offender, an abuser, whatever looks like. But she does know one thing for sure, that they blend in with society. They are what you call the model citizens. Not making waves, not trying to get attention drawn towards them. Michael Jackson gets a lot of attention drawn towards him. Think about it.
MJ's reputation to the end of his life. Once in 1993 and again in 2003, the parents of a young boy accused Michael Jackson of sexual abuse. In both cases, there was no evidence to be found, and in 2005, MJ was found not guilty on all counts. The tabloid press hit a gold mine and forever kept with the story that Wacko Jacko was an abuser.
Okay, I hate that name. I hate that name. It is not Wacko Jacko. It's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
They seem to completely ignore the not guilty verdict, as well as the fact that in both cases, the parents of the children created the abuse allegations in an attempt to get money. Do you agree with my list? Let me know in the comment.
Oh, these lies, as old as they are, they are still being believed. And these people who do believe in these lies are the ones that are these are the ones that are naive themselves, or just plain ignorant or arrogant. But like I said about the number one lie spread about Michael Jackson, he was a pedophile. No, he was not. And if you tell me you can spot a pedophile, if you can spot a rapist, if you can spot an abuser, it's either one, dang, you're really good, or you're one. Because if a doctor herself cannot spot the difference between a pedophile, a rapist, and an abuser, how can you tell? How? Just by looking at somebody? Oh, okay. Like, okay. So, yeah, you're just looking at him or her. And yeah, oh, yeah, really? How can you tell? Please, tell me in full detail. How can you tell? How? Because I cannot tell. I'm looking at her, I'm looking at him as a regular human being. But tell me in full detail, how can you know? How can you sniff them out? How can you taste? How can you see? Are you psychic? Ooh. You're psychic. Dang! Wow! But if you're not, and you're just giving me the answer, oh, I can just tell. That's not a good answer. How can you tell? How? Please inform me on this amazing ability that you have. How? How can you tell? And if you're just telling me, oh, I can just tell. Like, oh my God, I can just tell. Or, yeah, I can just tell. That's not a good answer. Because you're not giving me a full description on what makes a person this, or this. You're not giving me a full detail, honey. Please, explain in full detail. Explain. Because if you can't give me a good answer, then if you want to judge somebody or accuse somebody, keep that ish to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Keep it in here. Don't put it out there. Keep it in here. Not out there. In here. Okay? In here. Not out here. In here. Not out here. Just shush. Zip it. Zip. Ping. You know what I mean? And then with the whole thing of Michael Jackson not liking being black. Oh lordy, Michael Jackson not liking being that was funny. Like, are you sure? How do you know? Did he ever say it? Did Michael Jackson ever deliberately say he did not like his skin color? Did you hear it? And if you told me no, I'll be like, oh, then how did you know? Can you read his mind? Because if you're a mind reader, dang, you're good. I wish I had that ability too. You're like, but I cannot read minds though. But Michael Jackson didn't like being a skin color because look at it, it changed. Vitiligo is a very real skin disorder. Okay? It destroys a person's pigment of their skin. It destroys the pigment of their skin. Okay? And there's a lot of proof showing vitiligo. A lot of proof that vitiligo is a very, 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 very real thing. Look it up. Look it up. Go to Google. Type down vitiligo. Okay, yeah. It's so simple. You can use your phone too. You don't need to go on a computer. All you gotta do is go to your phone, okay? Okay, I don't know if you can see it. And then go to Google. What is that, Google? Oh, Google. Okay, Google. And then, here's what you do next. You tap on the search bar, right? On Google search bar, okay? And then you wait for your little keypad to come up. Type down vitiligo. Not vitiligo. Oh my god, I'm so triggered. I can't even think straight. Vitiligo. Okay, there we go.
According to MedicineNet, vitiligo is a disease in which the pigment cells of the skin, melanocytes, are destroyed in certain areas.
What? Let's do that again. Vitiligo.
According to MedicineNet, vitiligo is a disease in which the pigment cells of the skin, melanocytes, are destroyed in certain areas.
What? Oh! You heard that, right? It wasn't just me. Vitiligo is a disease in which the pigment cells of the skin, melanocytes, are destroyed in certain areas. Symptoms and signs of vitiligo include Symptoms and signs of vitiligo includes loss of skin color in a form of depigmented or white patches of skin in any location of the body. Case closed. And then the whole thing about Michael Jackson and an anti-aging oxygen chamber. How does that work? Like, what kind of serum did these scientists come up with? Like, how would that work though? How? Tell me how. Would it make Michael Jackson go back to being a little kid? Or just make him stay 22 forever? Or whatever age forever? How does it work? Like, does it just keep his skin young, but his body is the one aging? How does that work? Because Michael Jackson said that the oxygen chamber is only meant for the burn victims who unfortunately got burned. Because as we all know, and no, it does not take a doctor to know this, anybody who has been severely burned from head to toe needs to be isolated in a very, very, very sterile environment to reduce the risk of having an infection. I know this, and I am not a doctor. It's just pretty much common sense. Common sense, really, that's all it is. What? Common sense? Yes, common sense. Because it is so obvious. It is very obvious. And yes, the unfortunate burn victims are also going to need to get a skin draft. I'm not a doctor, but I know this. So yeah, before you believe any lies that the media says about anybody, look it up. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Look it up. See if it's real. Because if it's not real, then you're the one ends up looking like an idiot. But yeah, even with like Michael Jackson is an irresponsible father. No, he's not. And just because Michael Jackson makes his kids use masks or veils does not make him irresponsible. He is only protecting his kids from the paparazzi, from the media, because he knows how the media is. He went through that. And Michael Jackson did not want his own kids to go through what he went through. Point, period. Case closed. And then, yeah. But yes, you guys, for my moonwalkers out there, for the truth sayers, you know what to do if you like these types of videos. And you know how I like to do these types of videos. I like to do these types of videos with a shaman and spread the message of love and truth. Dun 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 dun. And I will see you guys tomorrow with other reaction videos. Mwah. I love you guys. Take care. Be blessed and bless others. And I'm so sorry if I got triggered in this video. But yeah. Mwah. Shamo!